Hey guys! November is right around the corner, which means NaNoWriMo will be starting soon. And for those of you who don't know, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writers Month. Basically, it's a month for anyone who's ever wanted to write a novel. The goal of NaNoWriMo is to write 50,000 words in 30 days. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but in actuality, it's just 1,667 words a day. And if you've ever been in school, you're probably like me and waited to the last minute to do papers, which, let's be honest, you've written more than that in a single night, let alone in a full day. One of the best ways to reach your word count is to start now with planning your novel. And so I decided to give you a few ideas about how to do that by showing you what I'm currently doing to plan my own novel, which this year will be a fictional autobiography of a character that I've had in mind for quite some time now. And at first, I was attempting to put everything in this notebook when I realized my story is way too complicated to have random pages written with random notes on them. So while I will be using this notebook, once November comes, this will be coming with me everywhere I go, it's not what I'm using to plan it. This is what I'm using, and it just has my title and on the cover, and when you open it up, the first things, if it doesn't fall, and apparently it's going to fall out, so I'll show this to you first, is just a bunch of sticky notes, and then in this compartment I have note cards, and apparently spare sheets of paper, which is also falling out. But I have note cards which I've been using to just write random ideas that I have, and that this way I can go back later and organize it a little better. And then there's 3 different dividers in here, and each one is just for specific ideas I have to randomly write down, either about characters, plots, or just random notes I happen to get. And now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. 50,000 words is a lot. However, NaNoWriMo isn't about reaching the 50,000 word goal. It's about getting an idea down on paper. And by the end of the month, it doesn't matter if you have 50,000 words or you're more like me last year and only reached 5,000. Even the 5,000 is still more words than you had at the beginning of the month. And you probably have a good idea for a story that you can continue on working on till next NaNoWriMo. And I know a lot of people who also shorten down their word goal to say 25,000 or something like that, because they know. And one of the biggest excuses people come up with is, I don't have time. Now, that could be the case. You could be jam-packed morning, noon, and night doing whatever it is you do. But in all honesty, everybody has a spare, even if it's a spare 15 minutes, or even 10 minutes that, they could devote to writing. So if you're planning on doing NaNoWriMo, some tips I have for you is find people around your town or in your school that are also doing it, and challenge each other to word wars. Get a little bit of a competition going between you and your friends. My first year I did NaNoWriMo. I ended up getting not quite 50,000, but close to it. I think it was like 49,000 something. And that's only because I had a bunch of friends doing it with me, and every time we saw each other, we would ask how our word count was going, and if we were ever behind, we would at least want to catch up to where they were. and that really helped me. So sign up for the website, NaNoWriMo.org, and I will put my own link to that website down below if you want to add me as a writing buddy. And that's a great way to find people in your region or find people close by to you who are also doing that. And that way you can go to write-ins, you can just plan to show up at a random coffee shop and do a little bit of writing. And that will also help you get your word count. Hey, November's still a weekish away. If you're even thinking about doing it, what do you got to lose? You have nothing, really, and you have everything to gain. So, for those of you who are doing NaNoWriMo, good luck! And leave a comment down below letting me know if you're doing it and what your story is about. And just because my team made it to the World Series, go Red Sox! I'll see you next time. Bye!